over a decade running the show, and I flew solo myself. I had another co-host that I can't compare with you quite a few years ago.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And then I was flying solo for quite a few years, and Keelan came in and joined, and just very happy to have him here. In the last couple of weeks, it's been a little sad being here all by myself with our guest. And so welcome back, Keelan. Why don't you share with our listeners what was happening with you?
Thank you. Well, as I don't know, we have these amazing listeners might have heard before. I play soccer, and as I get older, injuries happen. So
He's so young.
yeah, but you just don't recover the same as in your 20s, and I'm far removed from 20s. So I tore an ACL and had surgery on the 15th, and which entailed a patella tendon graft. So they had to go in and
Say that 5 times.
patella tendon graft. I got 2 out. That's about as best I could do. So not a fun thing. They take a piece of your patella tendon off your knee with some bone on it. I didn't watch the video until after, and I'm glad.
Yeah.
Because if I would have known how extensive it was, I would have probably been a little bit more freaked out. But secure it with screws, and then they send you home. And then had a little scare. I had a blood clot. They found a couple days later. Had some calf pain. So if you have calf pain after a major surgery, everybody go to the doctor. It's not good.
Yeah.
And it's kind of worrisome because they don't really tell you that you're good at the doctors. You just kind of go in and they're like, "So am I good?" They're like, "Well, you could die from it, but you're probably going to be good because you're young and it's below your leg." And I'm like, "Okay, so I'm young below my leg." So like percentages, no, you could probably die, but you're fine. And so it's like I guess they just send you home and wait to die.
Yeah.
But I should be good, so I'm told. So blood thinners, which Tina was making fun of me because I'm having hot flashes. I was calling
happy.
I was calling it menopause in here because like thin blood, like you get kind of, I don't know, kind of loopy, like a little hot and, and a little hypoglycemic, which is not fun. But 3 months of those possibly. So.
Oh, my gosh. Well, let's hope things don't happen in threes because Keelan got stabbed in the eye with a fork, and then he had surgery. Well, it did happen in threes. You're done because then you have the blood clot. You're good.
Stabbed in the eye, ACL replacement, blood clot. That's
we're all
3.
good. Okay,
we're
thank
good.
goodness. All right, so we're back to our normal show here with Keelan, co-host.
Yeah, we're good.
So I'm going to bring in a little money chat here as well. We're going to talk about second home purchase because interest rates unbelievably low and real estate is just an amazing investment. And I thought talking about a second home might be a little different thing to look at outside of your primary investment property. Second home is a luxury that many people dream about. Owning a second home can also provide practical benefits for baby boomers who are considering downsizing, relocating, or split living arrangements. In retirement, purchasing a second home before you retire can make a lot of sense. So I want to break down a few things here to think about. Build equity in alternative investment. Real estate has, and I feel will always be, a safe investment. The market goes up and down, but historically, real estate will always recover. So as long as you're not forced to sell in a bad market, you're not going to lose money in real estate. You might lose some of the equity that was sitting there, but until you're ready to cash out, that's really where those funds are. So as long as you hold on. Reduce work-life stress. If you choose a second home that is easy drive from your primary residence, you now own an instant stress booster. You can spend weekends there on the whim and provide immediate vacation experience. Just knowing that you have that option can even be a stress release at work. And we have so many amazing places here in Washington and Eastern Washington and Sunkedia and just great places to buy your second home. And during the winter for snow, during the summer for more sun, great golf and wine country. So great getaway for your crazy Seattle possible city life. Can be just a small jump away for your second home. Great holidays. Instead of paying for a family vacation, you can instead invest in an asset class that you can actually enjoy with your family and making money in that process. What about provide a true family legacy? We're going to talk about legacy here with one of our guests today, but part of a retirement planning, you may be thinking of leaving something behind to your children. Inherit money is nice, but soon spent and forgotten. A second home in a special location can be part of the shared family bonding experience, including all your grandchildren. These families' bonds can transfer of that second home from the family legacy and just all of those memories that are getting built in at that second home. Protecting family bonds when retiring. A tricky part of retirement is downsizing and navigating the loss of emotional attachment to a longtime family home. And if you have purchased a second home as part of a plan to live there when you retire, you can still have a piece of the family memories. So this can make it even an easier process for your downsizing and relocation, less a little traumatic maybe for everyone. Rent out as an Airbnb. Oh my gosh, there are so much opportunities. Our friend Britt. Shout out to Britt. She has a beautiful home in Bellevue, and it's actually her primary residence. But when she left for vacation and decided just to take a month off because she can do that, she's really successful, has a great team to support her. She made $11,000 on her home 1 month Airbnb.
That's crazy.
So think about your second home and being able to utilize that as an Airbnb when you're not actually enjoying that time with your family. Tax benefit. Obviously, you need to talk with a tax accountant because we definitely are not. We're your local mortgage experts. But on top of a primary residence, there's opportunities to write off interest on a second home. And just depending on what that's being used for and how that's going to be looked at. So again, talk with your tax advisor, reach out to the studio, to the show. We can get you connected there. Financings for second home, you may not realize this. The interest rates are exactly the same as a primary residence. So you're not going to pay premium rates like you would on an investment property. You can get in with a 10% down payment. You can do no monthly mortgage insurance by doing a single premium buyout. You do need higher income to qualify because as a second home, you're going to have to qualify for your primary and your second. It's an investment property. You've got that income that you can utilize for. And per 10,000 in loan amount, give or take, or in purchase price, give or take, is about $50 a month. That's all in principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So $300,000 home, you'd be looking at about $1,650 a month. So I think it's a great information on Money Chat to think about second home purchasing. And coming up next on the Money Hour, top strategies for pricing your home, we have Stephanie Kristen of Windermere Real Estate right here on 1150 AM KKNW after this short break.